Okay, earlier this week, I put forth the argument that Downton Abbey could have been a cinematic universe on par with the MCU. A bold claim, I will be the first to admit. But I want to tease this out just a little bit more, okay? Because with Downton Abbey having the vastness of all of the intricacies and drama that exists between the characters, their deep, rich history and lore that has all surrounded them. And with the massive success of the television series during its run and even today, it's so ripe for exploration, for all of these different characters having their own little side adventures and quests and stories, both in the past as well as in the current Downton era. And it doesn't ruin anything from what we've got. You know what I mean? Like it would be a great prequel because of all of the different stories that have been teed up in the original series. Now, speaking of the original series, there's also like a lot of stuff they could have done in that era. The season finale of episode 4 introduces a lot about Cora's family, like her American family. Paul Giovanni shows up and he's her brother Harold, and he's involved with the whole tea kettle oil thing. I forget what it's called. History, people. I should have learned it. Anyway, in that episode, like he ends up meeting this young like gold digger, except she's not really a gold digger, but her dad is kind of forcing her to be a gold digger. And it's, she's like way under half his age. It's super, super uncomfortable to watch. But then by the end of it, they low key somehow get you to kind of ship them. Like not necessarily in like a full on romantic relationship, but you can kind of see them kind of being good for each other in a friendship kind of way. I don't know. You have to see it. In fact, there's so much in that episode now that I think about it. One of the cooks goes off, hook up with the footmen, and they're going to go and they're going to work for the Levinsons, and they're going to go back to the country. And then it's kind of implied that Harold is going to write to the girl, and then their family is going to come back to America. Wait, was that a backdoor pilot? Hang on. Was the season 4 finale of Downton a backdoor pilot? Huh. Okay, I don't see any evidence from Googling it that it was a backdoor pilot, but it seemed like it had all the makings of a backdoor pilot. They could have spun it off right there. You could have had the American version of Downton Abbey. You got Livingston Hall, whatever you're going to end up calling it. It would have been amazing. And even by the end of the season 6, before the movies show up, they tee up so much that they could do in the future. Like the idea of what would a Downton Abbey in the modern times be with that generation of the family. And the interpersonal dynamics that would exist with the descendants of the servants as well. Because obviously there'd been, theoretically anyway, a great equalizing of everybody's position. Anyway, whether it's Carson or the Dowager, like following her adventures in Russia, almost leaving her family for the Prince Karagan and all that kind of good stuff. They just so many little side movies they could have made across this timeline to really flesh out what's already been planted here, there, and everywhere throughout the narrative of the series. And it would have been fantastic. And I think it actually still could have been, because a lot of this stuff does happen in the past, which means you have to recast a lot of these people anyway. I don't know. I just want more Downton Abbey, and I'm not afraid to say it. And frankly, you should too, because that series is incredible. So if nothing else, I encourage you, check out Downton Abbey. I know that series is like, 10 years old now? Oh my God, it's 10 years old now. Go watch it. It's a good time. It's a very bingeable show. So much delicious drama. It's so much potential for a cinematic universe. Let me know what you think. I want to hear your pitches. What do you think would be an amazing spinoff for Downton Abbey? Throw them in the comments below. Or if you just want to trash me for, loving this weird British television show as much as I do, I'd rather you keep that to yourself. But at the same time, hey, the comments are there. Have fun.